Hi, Capricorn. This is Eileen with your 18 Psychic Tarot card reading. And we're starting the month of February with the Eight of Wands card. And the Eight of Wands is indicating progress, quick things happening quick all of a sudden. Wands do relate to the fire signs of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They relate to work, action, progress. So for those of you Capricorns who have felt bogged down or like you're waiting on something, maybe it's a new job to come through. Maybe you've applied and you're waiting to find out if you're going to get that job. Or it could be a transfer within your own company, even a move, to tell the truth. Some of you have been waiting. Maybe some of you are purchasing a home, waiting for it to close, or waiting to see if you get qualified or approved, I should say. Others might be renting and looking for a place to move to, and maybe it seems like something you like hasn't been available. So this Eight of Wands is indicating that for a number of Capricorns, whatever you've been waiting for, whether it's work related, your residence moving or something, or maybe some relationship situation, all of a sudden things just get into action and things start moving quickly. So for those of you that maybe are waiting to find out if you're going to get that job or get the transfer or promotion or whatever, all of a sudden you might find out, okay, it's here, you've got it, or the move, but you have to act quickly because this is like fast action, things just moving, speeding up. And now, this is a general reading, so all of these cards will not relate to everyone. Some will resonate with some people, and other cards will resonate with others. But this is good. This is a good action, get moving, pushing things ahead kind of card. So it's a good way to start your month of February. The next card we have is the Three of Wands. So another one, Wands, again, they're work related. So a lot of this might have to do more with work or business matters, that sort of thing, too, for some of you. So for this is saying that a number of you Capricorns, you're making progress in your work, in your plans, your goals, whatever you're striving for and working towards. You're making progress, but you know you still have a long way to go. So you're looking out over the horizon, you're weighing your options, you're knowing it's kind of like the advice is stay on course, stay on your path. You're doing well, you're making progress, just keep moving along as you've been doing because you're making good choices. That's what's coming to mind because I'm tuning in on a psychic level as well as reading the meanings of the cards. And what just came to me is that a number of you Capricorns, you're making wise choices, wise decisions. Those are the words that were kind of floating in my head. So a number of you, well, Capricorns anyway, they're very, they go to have a good head for business. They're very practical, very good at weighing things out, organizing things in their minds, making their decisions. And when they do something, it's kind of like they have a feeling of certainty, like I know this is the right thing for me. So Capricorns to me are just really good in those areas. And so for a number of you, that's what you're doing in February. You've got whatever progress you've made behind you, but I feel like a number of you are feeling like, okay, I still need to make a lot more progress. This is just some of the groundwork that I've laid. I know what goals are, and I'm even if you're still formulating goals or changing your goals as you go, you might be a little flexible here and there, and when things change, that you're changing, making adjustments even in your own goals and your plans because other things might change. But you're very clear-headed, very determined. I'm getting a lot of determination. So for a number of Capricorns, it's like you made up your mind. You're very serious about where you're going, that you're going to accomplish things in your life, that you're going to have a certain amount of success, that you're going to have the stability you want, the home you want, whatever kind of work it is that you want to do. I feel like a number of you just want to be self-employed, and a number of you might already be self-employed. You just feel like, hey, I don't need any manager telling me what to do. I know how to run my own. I can run my own business or my own life, that sort of thing. I'm getting a lot of that kind of energy from that card for a number of you. The next card we have is the Hanging Man, or in other decks it's called the Hanged Man. This is a major arcana destiny card. But what it's talking about for a number of Capricorns in the month of February, you might feel like a lot of things are up in the air in your life. You might feel like, for those of you that are waiting for that place to move to, that you want to move into, or I'm getting some relationship issues for some of you. Like I said, I'm tuning in on a psychic level. I feel like some Capricorns, this might be one person I'm tuning into, or for a few, that there's something about a relationship. It could be a new relationship with someone that you're kind of waiting on to see how that unfolds because it's so new right now. Yeah, yeah. And then others, you might be waiting as far as that move, maybe to a different residence or something with your job situation. But the hanged man, he's not suffering. The hanging man is just kind of suspended there in the air and just kind of weighing options, looking out over the situation, making decisions. So it's a good time if you're in that position of just feeling like, well, nothing's definite right now, things are kind of up in the air. It's a good time to explore your options, to review your plans for your life, for your future. Where have I been? Where am I at now? Where do I want to go? And decide if maybe you want to make some adjustments in your course a little bit and tweak things a little bit. So it's not a bad place to be. I get a kind of a light, uplifting feeling from this card that I'm getting right now from the hangman. So it's not anything to be worried about. It's something, maybe it's a little rest, a little break in the routine so you can kind of weigh things out in your life. Next card we have is the devil card. And I think the devil card is the Capricorn card too. But I'm feeling for some of you there may be I'm feeling a lot of relationship issues. Some of you might have a relationship with someone who has not been honest with you also. That's what I'm getting, that some of you have had something going on in your life with someone that is comes across very sincere. They're very assertive. This might be one person I'm tuning in for. This person might come across, they're confident in themselves. Maybe they're good looking or sexy or whatever, but they're, I don't know, I'm just getting this real strong intensity. So this might be one person I'm tuning in for, but I feel like it's all about the conquest or something, and they're very self-centered. It's more like about what they want for themselves, and they can't be trusted. So for whoever this is I'm tuning in for, you got to be careful if you know who I'm talking about, but this might be someone fairly new around you, or maybe you've been acquainted with them but don't know them really well. I just feel like this person can come across like they're real sincere, but there's warning signs, there's red flags there. So listen to your intuition. And then for other people, for other Capricorns, this might have to do with bad habits, or feeling enslaved by some kind of wrong thinking, negative thoughts, negative thinking, or bad habits that you might have. So it is a major arcana card, so it's something to pay attention to. So whether you're dealing with someone who's not honest and maybe they have bad habits, then that's red flags, to back off from that kind of person because you're not going to win. You're just going to get burned by that person. So you even got the flames there. Or if it's maybe your own wrong thinking, maybe having negative thoughts about things going on in your life, and because I always advise people to embrace the laws of attraction, learn about the laws of attraction, because what we think about and how we feel about ourselves, our lives, our expectations, we attract that. So you don't want to be having a lot of negative thoughts about your life, your circumstances, or being too aggravated with your circumstances or whatever, because then you attract more aggravating circumstances. You want to feel and just free yourself of that, because this does represent bondage of some kind also. So free yourself of any kind of negative thought patterns, and make up your mind for teen. You're just going to let go of that because it's not benefiting you. But for others of you, I think it's some kind of a relationship situation. You got to be cautious and pay attention to the red flags and back off if you start recognizing you're dealing with this person. Next card we have is the Knight of Wands. And again, you're getting a lot of wands here. Wands having to do with work, action, movement, fast movement. Knight of Wands is talking about a possible change of residence, which one of the things I was saying for some of these cards here, whether it was the Eight of Wands or maybe even the Hanging Man waiting on something, that this indicates a change of residence. So for a number of Capricorns, you may just be moving or planning your move in February, whether you're renting or owning or whatever. So, but things could happen quickly. Again, the wands are fast, things move quickly. These are the fire signs. They like to go and get things done quick. And so, be prepared. So, for those of you who are anticipating some kind of a change, whether it's a place to move to, I mean, all the more so if you're relocating to another place, even if it's across town, all the packing and all that, do as much preliminary work as you can so that if all of a sudden something comes through when you were thinking maybe nothing was around, you want to be as prepared as possible to, eliminate as much of the stress of moving. And some of you might be changing jobs and relocating with that job change. But even if you're just changing your position at your existing company in that location, you want to be mentally prepared for that even. So Knight of Wands, though, talking about a possible move, change of home, possibly a long trip, that sort of thing. Now, on the romantic front, this Knight of Wands would represent someone who's of a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or maybe they have a lot of that in their chart. So for some of you single Capricorns, this Knight of Wands could be a person who comes into your life. I feel like this could be a male or female, depending on who it's for, because I'm getting different scenarios for different people. Some of you might already have this Knight of Wands around you, but they're not coming on strong, even though those fire signs usually do come across confident. They're confident, but they're not being pushy and assertively trying to get your attention, but they're around. I feel like they're not shy, but at the same time they're circulating around you right now. They're nearby. So this might be one or a few people I'm tuning in for, that you have this Knight of Wands person. This would be for a romantic interest. And I feel like you might be acquainted with this person already. It might take a little while of being around them a little longer before it makes its way around to something romantic starting. So if you're single and you're looking, just be open and receptive. This person, they want to be dating or have someone in their life, but they're focusing more on their work, their career goals, making money. They're focusing more on getting ahead financially, is what I'm getting. This person might still be kind of early in their career or midway along or whatever it is. Maybe they've had some kind of financial situation in the past. They're really focusing on making money for the long term. But they want to be dating, they want to have somebody in their life. And it's a nice person. I don't get anything really, any bad energy or anything from them. So be on the lookout. This might be one person I'm tuning in for. It might be a few. So, but it looks like it would be a gradual thing where they're just getting to know you because they're not going to know too much about you in the beginning. You might even be acquainted with them already. I'm not sure, whoever this is for. The next card we have is the Knight of Cups. And the cups do represent the water signs of Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. Knight of Cups talks about, cups are about feelings and love and emotions. And so for some of you Capricorns, you might have someone professing their love for you in the month of February. And February is when we have day, and sometimes people get engaged to and proposed to, I should say, on day. And so some of you might actually be getting that love proposal. Or if you're not getting a proposal of marriage, you might just have the person that you're involved with, that you've been dating, and things are going well, and you two are happy together and having a lot of fun together. They might just be expressing how much they love being with you, and they want to keep seeing you, and they want it to be you and them. You know what I'm saying? It's like just kind of confirming the relationship that is the two of you. They're not interested in dating other people. They're enjoying themselves too much with you. I'm feeling that for someone. Maybe that's one person or a few people. And this might be also for those of you who have this person in your life, it might be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, or they might just have a lot of that in their chart if they're not a water sign. But they think about you a lot. This person thinks about you a lot. They want you to know that you're on their mind a lot. They care about you. They're having, I'm just getting, they're having fun with you. They're enjoying your company. They want to keep seeing you. That's what I'm getting. So for those of you that don't get an actual proposal of marriage, but you're dating somebody, you might be getting that kind of a positive confirmation from them. And some of you might just be meeting this person in February where they're letting you know that, hey, they're kind of showing interest, like, I like you. I'd like to go out with you. Some of you, it might be like just starting dating this person in February. So again, if you're single and looking, just be receptive, be open. There's some nice guys circulating around. That's what I'm getting. Next card we have is the Ten of Cups. This is a really nice card. And this, again, cups relating to the water signs, emotions, love, feelings. And the Ten of Cups is talking about a lot of Capricorns having happiness and love in their home environment, in their personal lives in the month of February. And again, some of you might be getting a marriage proposal. Maybe some of you are getting married in February, or you've recently been married, or some of you have just moved in. You might be moving in or just recently moved in with the person that you've been dating, and you two of you are happy together, and you have you share a lot of feelings and love for one another, and maybe you didn't get married, but you're enjoying your lives together. Yeah, I am getting that kind of someone letting you know their feelings, showing that they care about you. Now, for others of you Capricorns, I'm feeling like this is not about a romantic situation. It's about your life and what you have done for yourselves. That you have worked hard for whatever you have. You've made your home environment nice and pleasing. It's aesthetically pleasing for you. It's comfortable when you come home from work. You like how you've decorated or made your home comfortable for you. So it's your retreat, and you will be enjoying all that you have, all your prosperity, and just feeling a love for what you've created for yourself, for your own home environment, maybe for your friends and family that might be nearby. Just being very appreciative of all the good you have in your life, even if you don't have a mate or some special person. It's like you're independent, self-sufficient, you're doing well. It's like when the right person is supposed to come into your life, they'll come into your life, and you're not settling for less in the meantime. You want a life of quality. That's what you work for. That's what you're building upon. And the person that comes into your life for a meaningful relationship, they have to be the same. They have to be a good quality person who's also working for a good quality life. And you have to be attracted to them too. You're not settling for less. That's what I'm getting for a number of Capricorns. And this is good. It really is the way it should be. Yes. So you don't want to just be with somebody just to have somebody in your life. That's more wasteful doing that. Okay. Next card we have is the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords. Now, this card is about having to make a decision and not knowing what decision to make. For some of you, it's a relationship matter that you're not sure. Um, I'm getting different scenarios for different people here. Some of you might have two people in front of you that seem to be almost challenging one another. And I don't know, this might be one person I'm tuning in for. I don't know if these are friends or family members. It's two people, you're close to both of them, and they're both almost like they're competing with each other, if that makes sense. Now, it could be you're dating two people and they both know about each other, or at least one knows about the other. I feel like they both know about each other. Yeah, like I said, I'm getting different scenarios for different people. But it's like, regardless of what's going on in front of you with these people that you're close to, you're having trouble deciding. You don't want to choose one over the other, and you don't know what to do. So she's got the blindfold on. But you can take the blindfold off. Use that sharp sword energy, because the swords help you to have clarity. It's just with the Two of Swords, it's like you've got this choice and you don't know what the right choice is. But the advice of the card is remove the blindfold, step back, be objective, look at the situation objectively, whether this is two people or two situations that are presenting themselves, or maybe even two employers that both want you to work for them. Be as objective while listening to your intuition at the same time. And don't let the appeals of one or the other, because I'm feeling one of them will try to tug at you in one way or another. They'll be trying to appeal to you more, trying to get in your ear more. That's what I'm feeling from one of them. The other one looks more stronger and confident, like they're not going to do that. So I think you need to pay attention to all those little things that you're making the decision. You're not having anybody put thoughts in your head. You got to step back, be objective while listening to your intuition and see which choice gives you a calm feeling and which one gives you maybe a little jaggedy feeling. And that will be a clue there because you want to go with the smooth feeling. Okay. Next card we have is the Two of Cups. And again, cups relating to love and romance and feelings. And the Two of Cups, see, I'm getting karmic relationships here. Someone from the past where you were in a relationship, in a love relationship in a previous lifetime. Some of you will be meeting you'll be meeting the one you're supposed to meet by the end of February, or maybe it flows over into somewhere around there. And again, this is a general reading, so that doesn't mean everybody because it's all in the timing. So some cards will relate to some people while other cards will relate to others. And everything is about timing in life. You meet people at the right time when you're supposed to meet them. And this is a good relationship. This is not one of those roller coaster rides where it's good, it's bad, it's hateful, it's loving. This is good. It's smooth. It's very strong, though, but not strong in a possessive, territorial ownership way. It's strong in a like equal love way and being drawn to one another, being attracted to one another. Really good relationship. And it was a good relationship in a previous lifetime. The two of you cross paths again, finally, in this lifetime after you've been through no telling what kind of hell in other relationships or being alone and lonely or whatever. It's like it's time. But you know what I get here? Both of you have it together. You both, neither of you feel real needy. You both know you have loneliness sometimes. You want the right person in your life, but you're not feeling desperate because that's no way to be going after anything, relationship or anything, because then you kind of block your good when you feel anxious. You're calm, you're independent, you're self sufficient, you're working on your own lives, your interest, what makes you happy, while you would like someone nice and compatible for your life. Both of you are together. That way you have it together. Okay, you've worked through all the other things over your lifetime, and it's time for you to cross paths. And you come together, and it's a good love relationship. And it feels to me long term, like you two are just supposed to be together. And so some of you are going to be in that place by late February. Now, some of you already have this person in your life, but it still feels new. It's like it feels like you two belong together and you've been together for a good while, but it still feels new. It's kind of like you haven't gotten tired of each other. You still love each other. You still are very compatible, enjoy each other's company, enjoy having a conversation with one another. And also, I'm feeling some of you might even be having some kind of business together, working together somehow on some project, even if it's just a little bit at a time. Might be something small that you're working on little by little that you want to do for a business. That's what I'm getting. Some of you might already be with this person, and you might just be thinking together that, yeah, it'd be nice to have a business doing selling this particular thing or that. Maybe something creative that you're making or whatever, and you start just kind of working at it little by little. Yeah, yeah. This is good. I'm getting different scenarios from this Two of Cups for different people. So, but it's good. This is good energy for those of you that it does apply to, because again, it's a general reading and this is timing. It's for those who are supposed to cross paths at this time. Okay, next card we have. This is a really nice card, Ten of Pentacles. And the Pentacles do relate to the earth signs of Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So this is one of your cards, Capricorn. And of Pentacles to end the month of February on prosperity, success, happiness in your life, happiness in your home life, feeling prosperous and grateful for all that you have. Knowing on the one hand, I'm getting a sense of knowing that you've worked for whatever you have, you're doing well, you're confident, you're feeling good about what you have, what you're accomplishing, and maybe you've got some money in savings, or maybe you're working on that now and building a savings. But also, I'm feeling that some of you are so grateful and so appreciative of all that you have that in a way, you feel like you're lucky. You're very fortunate. That's what I'm getting from some of you. Others, I just feel like you feel like, okay, I have worked hard for whatever I have, so nobody's been handing me anything. But I feel like some of you have a little bit softer approach where you're aware, you know, you've worked for things, but at the same time, you feel like, well, I think I've had some good breaks too. So I'm a little lucky also. But I don't believe in being superstitious, so I don't want to believe in, I prefer to believe in being lucky, but I don't want to believe in being unlucky. So I don't believe in that. But I believe in being lucky. So some of you might be feeling like, yeah, I've worked a lot, but I've been lucky too. I'm fortunate. I know I am. So but this is a really good card to end the month on. And for those of you who are not feeling that Ten of Pentacles energy, I strongly advise you to learn about the laws of attraction because a lot of Capricorns have already been using them, even if they're not even conscious that they're doing it. It's like they know they expect results, they have intention to create the prosperity, the money, the nice home, good work environment. I'm getting self-employment. I think a number of you might be self-employed and just working hard at what you do. Or maybe you just have a lot of responsibilities at your job and you almost feel self-employed or something. But it's like embrace the laws of attraction and feel like you deserve that prosperity because you work for it, you deserve it, and you expect prosperity, you expect success, you expect to have a good home, um, a good work situation going on for you, and you help the universe to open the doors to bring this to you, these Ten of Pentacles to you when you do that. But a number of Capricorns, that's just the way they do anyway, you know, even if it's not even, they're not even consciously, it's like, hey, I'm not settling for less, period. So that's a good ending. I like that. Okay. So this deck I've been using, this is the Gilded Tarot by Cheryl Marchetti. And now I want to pick a card from the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins deck by Doreen Virtue. And so I'm going to shuffle these and we'll see what the message is for February for Capricorn from the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins. And if you like videos, be sure and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet, so you'll be notified when I post new videos. And if you have subscribed already, I thank you for your subscriptions. I do appreciate them. And be sure and check for your rising and moon signs as they come available. And feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. And if anyone would like a private reading, my rates and contact info are listed below. Okay, so what's the message for Capricorn for 19? Capricorn. What's the message for Capricorn for 19 from the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins? I love these cards. They're so charming. I love the images in them, and they have good messages too. Okay, what's the message for Capricorn? Okay, I'm going to give it one more shuffle and fan them out. Let's see. Okay, teen for Capricorn. Okay, let me go ahead and fan these out. Okay, this one says friendship. Make a date for a play day with one or more friends. Well, I think this is a good message for Capricorns because Capricorns work very hard. They're very responsibility oriented. And so a lot of times you're focusing on your business, your work, your responsibilities. And so, oh, is that a manatee? Let me see. That's a manatee in the water. I love the manatees. They're so sweet and gentle. There's a little mermaid swimming with the manatee. Nice. Some other mermaids higher up here in the water. Yeah, these images are charming. Make a date for a play day with one or more friends. That's good advice, especially for Capricorns, as I was saying. They're just hardworking people and serious and motivated and just very responsibility oriented. So sometimes they might work too hard and not play enough. So it's good to take time to relax, have some recreation, enjoy yourself, enjoy what you have. Think about how grateful you are for all the good that you have and just celebrate your life. And okay, now I'm going to pick a card from Nature's Whispers by Angela Hartfield with artwork by Josephine Wall. So what's the message for Capricorn for 19? Capricorn. What's the message for Capricorn for 19? Capricorn 19. Okay, I'm going to give it one more shuffle here. Let me do one more. Capricorn 2019 for Capricorn. Okay. Okay, this one says leap of faith. That's number 2. Oh, you see the giant spider web? Look, see, she's balancing above the giant spider web. I love these images. They're so beautiful. I don't know if you got too much light on one side, the other looks shadow. They're just gorgeous, so the more you look at these. I'm going to look this up in the book. Leap of Faith, number 2. Let me find that in the booklet. Okay, 22. Here we go. Leap of faith. See this as a chance to create something wonderful. You are in a transition period where you need to draw on your faith, intuition, and knowledge and take the leap. You will not fail. You have a safety net of support in place. You will overcome your fear and find a beautiful outcome is on the horizon. This leap of faith is the best course of action at this time. If you do make a mistake, you have the ability to try again and learn from what did not work the first time. All signs indicate that if you just trust, you will succeed. Jump headfirst into the void of the unknown. Even if you eventually fall, for a while you will soar. Hey, that's a good message. Very good message. I like that. Okay, and last but not least, I'm going to pick one card from the Archangel Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. Okay, and what's the message for Capricorn for 19? Capricorn. What's the message for Capricorn for 19? Capricorn 19. What's the message for Capricorn for 19? Okay, I'm going to do one more shuffle, fan them out. Okay. Oh, this sounds nice. This says, Hello from heaven. Archangel Azrael, your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. That's a beautiful message. I love this. Beautiful card, too. I love those images, all the colors. Hello from heaven, Archangel Azrael. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. And this is not only from your people loved ones, okay? This is also from your furry or not so furry loved ones, your creature friends that have gone into heaven. Unfortunately, they don't live near as many years as we do. You know, puppy dogs, kitty cats, whoever that you've had of your um, four-legged or whatever friends and family members. They're there in heaven also, and they're close by and watching over you and staying close to you. So I feel like for those of you who have had a pet, a loving pet who's passed on, whether it was in recent months or years ago, that they're speaking to you also in this message. That's a wonderful, uplifting message to have at the very end of the reading. So I hope a number of you Capricorns can benefit from that message because it's really to me, that's the icing on the cake. That's a nice message to hear. So especially in the world we live in, sometimes we get so stressed out and feel upset about things, and it's nice to know that they're watching over you and they love you unconditionally. Okay, Capricorn, so that's your February reading. I hope you're happy with it. And be sure and check on your rising and moon signs as they come available. And feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. Be sure and subscribe to my channel so you'll get notifications whenever I post new videos. And if anyone would like a private reading, my rates and contact info are listed below. So have a wonderful week and happy day. And we'll talk again soon. Thank you for watching the video.